Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition. This is the tarot reading that is designed exclusively for people who want to improve their manifesting abilities. How do you do that? Well, very simply, you create the pictures in your head, not on the screen. That's why all you're going to see on the screen for the next 12 minutes or so is this one picture. This is today's spread. Many people just close their eyes and listen because my job is to inspire you, to put together a very clear, concise message to help you access the energy of this reading if you choose to. It may speak to you, it may not. That's your choice. Your manifesting ability is up to you. You got to step up to the plate. So we do all that we can to help you. Minimal distractions, so you're making the pictures in your head, not on the screen. You are participating, not just spectating or watching. It's an active participation that is very quiet but very powerful. The act of manifesting is outrageously great. You do it every day on small things. Let's move it a couple of degrees up. Let's get it to bigger things in your life. So, card in the middle up front and the card in the middle in back, those are the first and last cards of the readings. Let's begin up front. The card in the middle, to the sea. To the sea. Now, if you look at the picture, she's in a boat. Doesn't look like she is going anywhere, except for the fact that you do have a couple of things that are pointing in a certain direction. But it looks like she is deep in thought, or maybe feeling. Feeling can often be deeper than thought, because feeling can, not always, but can access your gut. And your gut instinct is more powerful than your conscious mind. And so it looks like whatever she is doing, she is in deep work, I guess. She's feeling it. There's no question about it. And of course, out to sea, the sea, water, emotion. So she's definitely feeling it. Okay. So it would look like she is lost, but actually she is doing this to separate herself, to find herself. Lost and found. Okay, let's go. Let's take a look at the issue. Bottom row. All the way to the left, we got the Devil card. Devil card, in many tarot readings, is somebody outside. And I think that's the mistake. We all have the capacity to do devil stuff. All of us. We all have a dark side. And so, especially when it comes to manifesting, I right away turn that around and say, okay, where's the devil in you that you're fighting? Where's that dark side? Could be not valuing yourself. If you don't do that, then you don't value other people, and you do all sorts of things. But if you look at the card, these people are chained to one another and voluntarily chained to the devil. In other words, you're addicted to something, someone. You're aware of that fact on some level, and it's creating a prison, but it's a prison of your own making. What it's doing is the next card is separating you from you. 3 of Cups. 3 in my readings always means mind, body, spirit. 3 of Cups says you're not loving. Not unusual, because we're really not taught to love ourselves. Very often people will feel uncomfortable with people who are trying to love themselves because it will make them feel more insecure. And of course, there's always the term narcissism, and that is a real thing. But narcissists don't love themselves. They hate themselves, which is why they have to destroy everything and everybody around them. So here we see this person getting out to sea, digging deep into their intuition, digging deep into their emotions, finding what is lost so they can find it. Lost and found. They're losing something to gain something else. And what they may be doing is reconnecting with themselves, disconnecting from the devil energy. The Three of Cups says, love yourself, and love yourself, mind, body, spirit. It's pretty complicated, but you can do it. One of the ways that you can do it, next two cards. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. Nine of Swords is, well, of course, swords are thoughts, ideas, beliefs, right? The Nine of Swords is feeling like, geez, Pete, man, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I say that? Why didn't I? They're nightmares. They're grief. They're despair. And then the Ten of Swords says, you're dead. Really what it is betrayal. Feeling victimized, feeling stabbed in the back. But the Nine of Cards said, you've done this to yourself. You're the ones with the coulda, shoulda, woulda stuff. Because you believed the lies. Even though your inner voice, your intuition was yelling at you, don't believe it, don't believe it, don't believe it. Still believed it. Follow the science. That's what they told us. Follow the science. Well, we found out there's no science in it whatsoever. More and more information is coming out how it was a lie. And that's what the Ten of Swords shows. The Nine is, I followed it, and I was unhappy with it. Ten of Swords says, I guess when I paid the price. Yeah. Just completely got victimized. But you did it to yourself. We all do it to ourselves. We know what's right. We know what fits us. We know what's connected to us in our spirit. We know. Sometimes it's just more convenient and easy to go along. But when the bill comes due, not so much fun. Let's go up top. The Hierophant, Pope of the Tarot, it used to be called. What the Hierophant really is, it's a belief system. It's not an individual person. It's your group identification. Who do you identify with? And why? Were you told that's the group you belong in? Did you cave into pressure? Just ask LeBron James about caving into pressure. He got beaten up by other basketball players about getting his son and his family vaxxed. He didn't want to. He said, it's up to the individual. They said, nah, you're a coward, you're this, you're that, you're other. He bought it. So, by the way, did his son, Bronny. So, you have to have your own belief system. Understand why you choose to believe. And one of the first things that you need to do, the next two cards cover it, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, love yourself. And I know I say this every single day, but you know what? It is so difficult for people to do it because from the time that they're little, I mean little, they're not taught that. They're not taught to love themselves because their parents are people who don't love themselves. In Australia, they have a term, cutting the poppy. In Australia, they grow huge fields of poppies to sell around the world. And periodically, you'll get a poppy that grows more than the rest. They're all kind of pretty much the same height, but there's occasionally one or two that pop up. They'll clip them off so that they fit in with the rest of the poppies. Have you done that? And in so doing, not loved yourself? Page of Cups changes the story, says, yes, begin to love yourself. The Knight of Cups says, here's a gift. You are going to have the opportunity. That's what this To the Sea card is all about. Separate yourself emotionally, spiritually. It doesn't take a whole lot. You could do it driving somewhere in the car or whatever. Just kind of let yourself feel what you feel. You're in a lost and found situation. You've lost yourself, time to find yourself. And the way to do that, Queen of Pentacles says, value yourself. In fact, the final card up top, vice versa card, it's the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles says value, value, value. You could talk money, and that really is not true value. Because money doesn't buy happiness. It doesn't buy health. It doesn't buy wisdom, doesn't buy joy, doesn't buy friends, doesn't buy love. So when you get right down to it, what does money buy? Is it worth your spirit? Is it worth your happiness? Your choice. Lost and found. Go out to sea. Find a place where you can, for even a few moments, feel what you feel. Let yourself feel. Let yourself guide it. That gift, I promise you, will serve you well in the next year and a half. We're coming to really critically tough times. You have to be your best. Right now, that means go out to sea, in a manner of speaking. Find the part of you that you have lost. It'll make all the difference in the world. That's the reading for today. Back tomorrow again with another Tao Manifested reading. Do a brand new reading every day, 365. You can't make it tomorrow? Okay. Next time you and I get together, between now and then, peace and blessings.